Okay, let's try to set up a new account. So we're going to click sign up. We're on myfitnesspal.com, right up there. And we're going to click sign up. And you're going to enter your email address. So you're going to enter an email address that you use and check. All right, you're going to make a password. And let's see what we got. All right, then you want to put in all of your details. So you put how much you weigh, you put in your height, you put in your goal weight. So your goal weight might just be exactly what you weigh right now. You put whether you're male or female, you put in your date of birth. Now, I do not think that this site will let you be less than 18. So you want to make sure that you are 18. So put in, I don't know, 2000. You don't want to be silly and say that you're 80 years old because they want you want it to be like for a teenager. And then you put in the school. If you want to put in the school zip code, it's 34233. And then your username will probably be what your email address is. And then you have to just answer a series of questions, and it'll figure out your basal metabolic rate. So you would say if you're sedentary, lightly active, active, or very active. So let's say lightly active. And how many times a week do I plan on exercising? I would say that I probably am going to exercise 3 times a week, and I'm probably going to walk the dog for 30 minutes. I want to definitely go with calories, just not kilojoules. And my goal is to maintain my current weight. So I'm going to hit sign up. And you put whatever goal yours is. All right, do not sign up for emails. We don't want any advertising. We don't want any to share with any friends. We don't want that. Okay, so it's saying that I should have 2,060 calories a day to maintain my current weight. So that's my basal metabolic rate. And then it's saying that I'm probably going to burn 500 calories with that hour and a half of walking. I'm not going to lose any weight because I'm not trying to lose weight. But if you are trying to lose weight, you could set those goals and it'll adjust your calories. And then some people are trying to gain weight, so you could do the same thing. All right, now you want to remember your login name and your password. So then click around and explore. This is home. You're really not going to see anything at home, but if you went to food, well, actually, before we start doing our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I want you to go to settings, right here, settings. I want to change a few settings. So if you scroll down, we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. I want you to add sleep, okay? Because we're also going to track our sleep on here. And then also, a lot of us drink a lot of our calories. So let's add a category called beverages, okay? And then we definitely want our diary sharing to private. We don't want anybody else to be able to see our diary. You're going to give me a report at the end. I don't want to be able to log into your things. And you could also change any of these if you wanted to, if you were trying to track something in specific. All right, and then I'm going to hit Save Changes. And then I'm going to click Food. Now, as you see up here, there's also an Exercise tab, and you can track your exercise there as well. So for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you could change the date right here. So I could, if I remembered yesterday's food, I just click and it goes back a day, and I could log for Friday. And then I would add a food for breakfast. And let's say I had 2 scrambled eggs for breakfast. I'm going to say scrambled eggs. And I'm going to search. And I am going to do 1 large scrambled egg. And then over here, I'm going to say that I had 2 servings, right? Because I had 2 scrambled eggs. So 2 of 1 eggs. And then I hit add to food diary. Now, you got to be careful because you might just think, okay, I only had scrambled eggs, right? 182 calories, 13 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein. There was actually some natural sodium in there, interesting, and a little natural sugar. We're not going to worry about natural sugars, just added sugars. But what I want to remember is that I added butter to the pan. So I want to include that. So I'm going to put butter. I'm I'm going to search, and then I just have to adjust the serving size. I wouldn't say that I had a tablespoon. I probably had, let's see. This says 1 tablespoon, but I want to change it probably to teaspoon. Do I have a choice? Yeah, this one doesn't really say teaspoon. So, I mean, I could do half of a tablespoon. So I'll do 0.5 of a tablespoon. There's actually 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, but I'm just going to do 0.5. That'll work. Half of a tablespoon. Add to food diary. So the serving size is important because that's going to, really drastically change the amount of calories. So that was 50 calories. You can't just skip that. And then guess what I did? I put a slice of cheese on my scrambled eggs. So let's add that. Swiss cheese. And then you could actually put the brand name. So I had Sargento Swiss cheese. See if that comes up. Swiss cheese, Sargento, 1 slice. Perfect. Add it to breakfast. There we go. So if this is something that I eat often, which it is, okay, scrambled egg with butter and a Swiss cheese, I can actually save this as a meal so I won't have to enter all 3 things. And maybe if I even had like any other toppings. All right, so I can hit quick tools and I can remember this meal. And I'm just going to call it scrambled eggs with Swiss. Save meal. So then tomorrow it'll be real easy to add that. So now that was yesterday, so I can go to today, Friday, November 8th. I go to breakfast. I do add food. And then I could either do check, 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 because that's really easy to do, or let's see where those meals are. Scrambled eggs with Swiss. Add checked. And you could do the same thing with recipes and things like that. Now with sleep, I know it seems a little strange. You're going to add a food for sleep. And we're going to search for sleep. It's actually in here in the database. Search. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And I like choosing this one with the squiggles. Okay, 1 hour, 0 calories. So how many servings of 1 hour of sleep did I have last night? So if I counted up, I think I had 7.5 hours of sleep. So add to my food diary. And then that'll just help us track our sleep over the course of the food log. It doesn't add any calories or sugar or sodium, right? But it helps us keep track every day. And then we can also keep track of our exercise. So if you click on exercise, you can scroll down and you can look at the database, which is kind of interesting. And you can see all the different exercises that they have here in this database. They have a little bit of everything. Basketball, all different kinds of basketball, all kinds of bicycling, billiards, calisthenics, canoeing, chin-ups, chopping wood, dancing, all different kinds of dancing, elliptical, fishing, different kinds of fishing, frisbee, football, gardening, gym, all kinds of things that you do in the gym, handball, hiking, high-lie, lawn mowing. I think house cleaning is in here too. So pretty much everything that you do is in here. So let's say that I was just doing running upstairs, okay? And this says how much I weigh, and let's say I did that for 15 minutes. That's going to tell me that I burned 255 calories, and then you would add that to your thing. So I don't know if it adds it right here. You might actually have to go back to the exercise diary. So I would have to add it here for it to count. So that would be cardio. I'm going to add exercise. I just wanted to look it up in the database. So I'm going to call it running, and then does it search for me? And I think I did running upstairs. Upstairs. All right, how long did I do it? I did it for 15 minutes. So, because before it was one more. Add exercise. And now that's been added. Okay, and then when you're all done with all of your days, all 14 days, you're going to click at the bottom of any day, view full report. You're going to change the days. So let's say if you started October 6th and you went until November 9th, you would do that. You would hit change report. and then you would get a nice full report of all the days that you did, and then you're just going to copy and paste that to a Word document. And then I only have 2 days here. You would hit copy, right click, copy, and then you would paste it on a Word document. And then you would be able to see all of your progress, and that's what you'll submit at the end after you analyze it. So if you have any questions, come see me, but that's the basic setup for the food log.